Hello, if you'd like to come on in, have a seat for some symbolic support. We're going to utilize the Rorschach runes, some tarot, just oracle cards and other types of runes. As well, we have Ghost Tube Seer here for any visual inspirations that may inspire or irritate. Feel free to receive or release. All right, this Rorschach rune set is one of one. I'll put the link below if you are interested. I typically would put them in a bowl or something so you can mush around, but we'll just utilize our fingers today. So if you'd like to close the eyes with me, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush, activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. Thank you to all those who are here with me, joining, holding space. Let's dig in. Set up my little vision board here. I don't know if it looks like a bank. Something about money coming in. Money, 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 money. There's a book. Okay. No, we're going there. There's a book and a bee. I'm seeing a reindeer, so possibly Christmas time or Yule. Yule specifically is coming through. Okay. So the bunny and the rabbit are coming through as well. Wishes being granted as I work through my fears. Okay, so I'm seeing the rabbit as bunny bones. There's bones in it. Some fears have been, they're now like not fossilized, but kind of in that, almost like a rabbit's foot type thing. What am I working towards? I'm going to follow the bee. Okay, there's something in this book. Sorry. There's something in this book that's being held open to a specific page for me to look at. It's a recipe book. It's a recipe book. Luck, money, coins. That's what the bee's going towards. The book. You know how there's the book of love? Well, I wonder, dun, 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 who wrote the book of love? I'm seeing a book of, I'm not going to say non-love, but it's like a jealousy or envy, gossip. Almost like, now it could be external to you, almost like a worry or a fear if you're coming into money, maybe you're getting a pay raise, or you're in a lax state, okay? It's like the words that I'm saying to myself. And I'm looking at the recipe book. It's not somebody else's, but it's almost like, okay, sorry. It is somebody else's recipe book. Maybe it's, this person that you really admire, or this character, this personality, whatever it is. And they share a recipe, how to make this wonderful meal. And in this space, it seems like the meal represents money. But I've also witnessed other people that I respect. I feel like that's a big deal, that you respect. There's respect associated with it. And okay, so now I'm a chef again, and I'm trying to make the recipe verbatim. I'm following the recipe verbatim, but it's still not coming out the same way when I tasted theirs. Like if somebody else made something, and you're like, ooh, I love that. What was the recipe? And now I'm like, it's not working out. Why? Why is it not working out the same way? There's something, okay, perfect. There's something associated with the respect and admiration that I have for that person that is attached to the outcome. And that's what I want for myself. That's how it's making me feel. It's reminding me of like when I was, I don't even have to be young, but when I was young, my mom would always make us toast. And as you get older and you make your own toast, it's not the same. Mom makes the best toast. Now, it could be anything, right? Grandma made the best borscht. Dad made the best wings, whatever the case is. So it's the recipe that I'm taking from different inspirations as I'm looking at this book, but it's the resonance within the recipe that I need to add towards myself. Does that make sense? So it's like, if an external person made something for me, like, oh my God, that's so good. It's like as though that external energy is me. And I'm like, oh, this is really good. And I feel like it has to do with money. So getting into that subconscious or even unconscious fears that are coming up, and it's like they're becoming very, very light. I just heard like I'm not afraid to love and admire myself. And now when I'm talking about love, it's not in this cheesy way of I love myself. It's not so much in this like a surface way or topical way that we would consider expressing love to another. It's almost as if, again, once again, there's respect woven in somewhere, like self-respect, and love is infused in that. The frequency of love, the vibration of love is infused in that. So it makes it stronger because I'm seeing it like strands of hair being braided. What's the third thing in the braid? Is there a third thing in the braid? There's the braid. Give me a moment. Something about freckles as well. And birthmarks. Freckles and birthmarks. Could be working through past life stuff. I don't know what the third thing is. I think it's for everybody to find. It's like that secret ingredient, the secret sauce. I heard believe, but I feel like that's very typical. You give me more than believe. Eros. Something about the way. Something about the way I'm speaking. Interesting. Okay. It's prismatic like a diamond. It's pure. The sword in the shadow. Okay, so this is where it is. This is why I can't see what the third strand is. Because it could simply be the shadow aspect, which is hidden. So the way I'm seeing it is I'm seeing this book again, and it's open. And the bee is turning into brass knuckles. And I'm pointing towards the money. It's the magician's sword calling in. It's almost like I want to put this here, like both parts, both parts of my brain. Yeah, there's the frequency in between. It's the it's the overlay. We have wolf coming through, spirit animal style. Okay, it's there's something about like predator and prey in my perception. Predator and prey, the way I perceive things. I want to come. Can I go back into the book? Okay, so suddenly I'm seeing like, oh, the ingredient may call for sugar or something, sugar or salt. And somebody might have an aversion to that, or I'm not currently eating that. This is all very symbolic relating to money. So I feel as though there might be someone, something that you perceive, respect, and admire to, okay. And those ingredients that maybe they do this to make more money. The law of attraction maybe, or they, what is that one thing? Oh, my sister said, date the player. No, date the owner, not the player. Like, anyway, so I feel like there's like little things that people share, people do, millionaire stuff. Maybe this is like how to become rich. I don't know. There's still something they're not saying. There's something unsaid. They can only give so much in this blanket way that still leaves room for one to explore and find it on their own. Like, okay, dragonfly is coming through as well. If dragonfly means anything to you, please follow that. To really alchemize it within one's own ecosystem of predator and prey, and bringing them together and realizing, if I have an aversion to salt, there is something I can replace it with. Oh, maybe they pray to a certain deity, but you're like, I don't pray to that deity, or I don't follow that. So, but it's like that inspiration leads you to yours. Does that make sense? It says something you can relate to. I feel like it's important that it relates. Inner voices bear and spider fate. Did that come through? There we go. This is one big old rune reading, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. The inner voice, that's what they can't share. And in turn, when you reach this or inherit this and receive the currency of money, that's the third strand. It's your sun and your moon, even like the eclipse of it. Yes, it's the eclipse of it. The third strand becomes the inner voice. It's like, how did Grandma make the best soup when she made it look so easy? Industriousness and another rabbit. And in these runes, the rabbit indicates weight. Patience, to stir the pot, to have things simmer. So there's a delicacy, not because it's weak. It's in being delicate with my interactions with the ingredients for this aforementioned money, my concept of money, the way I talk to the book of love. Scales, the sun's documents. And if it's not money, I want to add that it could also be love romantically, luck and love, luck and money. And I typically don't wander these very, but it's coming through, so I'm going to acknowledge that. Something about the throat as well. The energy of the throat chakra. Something about the tongue. I'm tasting something on the tongue. And okay. And an after dinner mint. No. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Closing out messages, as I would like to keep this short and sweet, and I am going to grab another rune here. Yeah, look, it's again, I'm still in the throat area. Sorry, I feel like I got lots of fluffs and dust here with the sun. So the way this rune's coming through these little tiny tarot tiles is, it's like, I'm not going to make the pot, okay, for whatever reason, this is the way it's coming through, and I'm going to go with it. I'm watching the water boil because I'm going to start the concoction of this currency. By me standing over and watching the pot saying, I'm going to make you boil faster, whatever the case is, right? Whatever you're wanting the base of this to be in the cauldron of coins. It doesn't make the pot boil or the water boil faster, but it is an opportunity to infuse intention into the water. This is all, of course, very, very symbolic, of what your truest heart's desires are. Everything seems to be like this one, the fossils, the fragments. Okay, thank you. So I'm back down here and I'm making this soup in this cauldron of coins. And as I'm adding different ingredients in, and I'm saying like this is within my day, right? So this action is attached to, this inaction is attached to. So when, maybe I'm peeling carrots and that's the action is attached to releasing an old skin and perhaps my sacral chakra energy. And then I plop it in the water with intention. And it's weird because it's same with love and stuff. It's like, I don't want to, like, it even makes me like, I don't want to be icky and cheesy about it. I also don't want to dismiss that icky and cheesy or, one of the same thing. It's not, it's the invisible inner voice, the secret ingredient that no one can really share. Because the way you're going to do it, the way you go about it, the way you interact with whatever it is that you are manifesting or making, and money or a soup or love, your soul is the secret ingredient. It is the spice. It is the spice that makes it taste good. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like seeing this pot boiling. Somebody might also like, maybe you are creating elixirs or, yep, the crone. You're calling in aspects of your energy. And I'm telling you, there's the coin again with the crow and the crone and the cauldron. I love it. It's the crow of the inner voices. Okay, last card. Does this make sense? It does. It does. And I got a note here. Yep, there it is. It's staring at me in the face, this yellow rune. It's the color of money. So maybe it's adding in, again, like it's like there's these attachments, but I'm aware of it. Oh, I'm going to add in some yellow pepper because that's the color of gold. I'm going to add in maybe salt to purify, sugar to sweeten it, pepper to ground it, cayenne to root it with spice. Do you know what I'm saying? Like but I'm not constipating myself over this when I'm looking around. I could even be like decorating a room and getting it down to the bare bones and looking at it and envisioning these things for the room within a budget, but not holding that budget to it's like I'm going to decorate this room or make this stew or this soup with the ingredients that I have now, right? You go to the garden or you go to the grocery store, you've got $10 or you've got $20 and you're going to utilize what you have now, not as a block, but as a beautiful boundary, like the very cauldron that it is, the very bowl that you will relish in this ingestion. So it's like, okay, I have $20. Let's make a soup with $20. Obviously, maybe it's a spell soup. I don't know what it is. Or it's just the symbol of things that I'm doing. Oh, it doesn't matter that I just work here or whatever your concept or your energy is, opinion is. It's like, no, this is going to provide for this. So really I can be concocting this. And I have a vision. And I'm going to utilize what I have. I'm going to decorate the room with what I can, or, whatever the case may be. But I'm not going to hold that to the future when I might be in a different, and when I say the future again, for foresight of a future frequency that it feels like it's outside of me, but realizing I'm the water again in the cauldron. I'm starting the foundation for the soup, different things to be added in my abundance of money. Yes. And maybe I'll leave certain spots blank. Maybe I'll be like, oh, I look forward to adding a nice big chunk of roast in the soup in the future. Again, in the future, but not in the future, right? Or adding different elements to the soup of manifesting money. And having fun doing that and envisioning once again in like your wisdom of sorts, because there's, again, a metal there. Maybe utilizing copper. Maybe you're drinking water out of a copper cup. And that may have like on its nothing to do with anything. Yes, we can read data. We can read information of what the benefits are or etc. But really it's the spirit of the exchange. Does that make sense? I feel like it makes sense. Anywho, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a great day and for scrying with me. If I didn't say so already, please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you to all those who donate and wear my haunted heart. And like I said, link is below if you're interested in this set of one Rorschach runes. And until next time.